Fear is a thread that weaves its way through the fabric of our lives, shaping our perceptions, decisions, and actions. It is an emotion that has accompanied humanity since time immemorial, a primal response deeply ingrained in our biology. To transcend fear is to embark on a profound journey of self-discovery and liberation, unraveling the layers of conditioning that bind us to this powerful and often paralyzing force. To transcend fear, we must first understand it, penetrating the veils that shroud its true nature. Fear, at its core, is a survival mechanism designed to protect us from perceived threats. In the early stages of human evolution, fear served as a crucial ally, alerting our ancestors to dangers in the environment and triggering the fight-or-flight response. In the modern context, however, our fears often manifest in response to psychological and emotional threats rather than immediate physical danger. Fear can arise from a myriad of sources: fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. It is an emotional response rooted in the anticipation of pain, whether physical or emotional. Ancient philosophies, such as Stoicism and Buddhism, offer profound insights into the nature of fear. Stoicism, founded in ancient Greece, teaches the cultivation of inner resilience in the face of external challenges. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, remarked, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This poignant observation encapsulates the essence of fear, a projection of the mind into a future laden with uncertainties. Buddhism, with its emphasis on mindfulness and the impermanence of all things, provides a framework for understanding the transient nature of fear. The Buddha himself spoke of fear as one of the primary obstacles on the path to enlightenment. He urged followers to confront their fears directly, recognizing them as illusions that hinder the attainment of true inner peace. To transcend fear, we must confront its root cause, the ego. The ego, that elusive sense of self, often thrives on fear. It creates a narrative of separateness, constructing walls of identity that we believe shield us from the world. Fear, then, becomes a means by which the ego reinforces its boundaries and clings to a false sense of security. In the world of modern psychology, the work of Carl Jung provides valuable insights into the interplay between fear and the ego. Jung introduced the concept of the shadow, the unconscious aspect of the personality containing repressed weaknesses, desires, and fears. The shadow, left unexamined, wields a powerful influence over our lives, dictating our choices and reactions from the depths of the subconscious. Transcending fear necessitates a courageous exploration of the shadow, a journey into the recesses of the psyche where the ego's grip is strongest. This introspective process, while challenging, is essential for dismantling the illusions that perpetuate fear. Jungian psychology encourages the integration of the shadow, a process that involves acknowledging and embracing the disowned aspects of ourselves. Fear, when left unchecked, can become a prison for the soul. It constrains our potential, limiting the expansiveness of our consciousness. The negative impacts of fear ripple through various dimensions of our lives, affecting relationships, career choices, and personal growth. In relationships, fear can breed insecurity and mistrust. The fear of vulnerability, of opening ourselves to the possibility of rejection or betrayal, can create barriers that hinder the deep connection we crave as human beings. Ancient wisdom, as seen in the teachings of Lao Tzu and Confucius, emphasizes the importance of cultivating compassion and genuine connection to overcome the divisive nature of fear. Professionally, fear can stifle innovation and creativity. The fear of failure, a pervasive force in the modern world, often prevents individuals from taking the risks necessary for growth and success. The Bhagavad Gita, a sacred text in Hindu philosophy, advocates for detached action and resilience in the face of adversity, a perspective that encourages individuals to transcend the paralyzing grip of fear. On a personal level, fear can manifest as self-doubt and anxiety, sabotaging our efforts to pursue our passions and dreams. The ancient Greek philosopher Epicurus, who advocated for a life of simple pleasures and tranquility, recognized the corrosive nature of fear on the pursuit of happiness. He posited that the fear of death, among other fears, robs individuals of the ability to savor the present moment. The journey to overcoming fear is a multifaceted odyssey that draws from the wellsprings of ancient wisdom and contemporary psychology. At its core, it requires a shift in perspective, a transcendence of the limiting beliefs that bind us to fear's clutches. Mindfulness, a practice rooted in both Eastern philosophy and modern psychology, emerges as a powerful tool in overcoming fear. By cultivating awareness of the present moment, mindfulness disrupts the automatic patterns of thought that fuel fear. The Tao Te Ching, a foundational text in Taoism, echoes the importance of living in harmony with the present moment, free from the burdens of excessive worry and fear. The practice of mindfulness aligns with cognitive behavioral approaches in modern psychology, which emphasize the re-evaluation and restructuring of thought patterns. By consciously challenging irrational fears and replacing them with more realistic perspectives, individuals can gradually liberate themselves from the shackles of fear. Another avenue for overcoming fear lies in the cultivation of resilience and inner strength. Stoicism, with its emphasis on virtue and self-mastery, offers valuable teachings in this regard. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, asserted, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." This empowering philosophy encourages individuals to focus on what is within their control, their own thoughts, emotions, and actions. The integration of the shadow, as advocated by Jungian psychology, is a transformative step in the journey to overcome fear. By confronting and embracing the disowned aspects of ourselves, we dismantle the subconscious barriers that sustain fear. This process requires courage, self-reflection, and a willingness to venture into the depths of the psyche. In the crucible of self-discovery, fear can undergo a profound alchemy, a transformation from darkness into light. This alchemical process, rooted in both mystical traditions and psychological insights, involves transmuting the energy of fear into a source of inner strength and wisdom. Alchemy, a symbolic and spiritual tradition that dates back to ancient Egypt, often used the metaphor of turning base metals into gold. Similarly, the alchemy of fear involves transfiguring the leaden weight of fear into the golden light of self-realization. This process aligns with the teachings of alchemists like Paracelsus, who viewed the transformative journey as a path to spiritual enlightenment. Transcending fear is not about eradicating it entirely, but rather changing our relationship with it. The Tibetan Buddhist tradition introduces the concept of mind training, or lojong, which involves working with difficult situations and transforming them into opportunities for spiritual growth. By embracing fear as a teacher rather than an adversary, individuals can extract profound lessons and insights from their struggles. In the words of the Sufi poet Rumi, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." Fear, when approached with openness and courage, becomes a gateway to self-discovery and illumination. This perspective resonates with the depth psychology of Carl Jung, who saw the integration of the shadow as a means of accessing the hidden treasures of the unconscious. Transcending fear is a synergy of inner work, a masterwork that harmonizes the ancient echoes of philosophical wisdom with the modern tunes of psychological insights. As we navigate the raveling steps of this dance, we realize that liberation is not an endpoint, but a continuous process of unraveling. The Bhagavad Gita, a dialogue between the Prince Arjuna and the god Krishna, unfolds on the battlefield as a metaphor for the inner struggle we all face. Krishna imparts timeless wisdom, encouraging Arjuna to rise above his fears and fulfill his duty with equanimity. This ancient text resonates with the teachings of Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and existential psychologist who emphasized the importance of finding meaning even in the face of suffering. The journey of liberation involves surrender, not to fear, but to the deeper currents of existence that flow through us and connect us to the vast landscape of life. It is a surrender that requires both strength and vulnerability, a paradoxical union reflected in the teachings of the Taoist philosophy. In the Tao Te Ching, Lao Tzu speaks of the power of yielding and embracing the flow of life. He writes, "The softest things in the world overcome the hardest things in the world." This wisdom invites us to soften our resistance to fear, to yield to the currents of change, and to discover the strength that lies in surrender. As we tread the path of transcendence, guided by the wisdom of the ages and the insights of modern psychology, we recognize that fear, like a shadow, diminishes in the presence of light. The dance of liberation becomes a celebration of our resilience, a testament to the indomitable spirit that resides within each of us. To transcend fear is to embark on a heroic journey, one that requires courage, self-reflection, and a willingness to confront the shadows within. We unravel the layers of conditioning that bind us to fear and discover the transformative power of resilience and mindfulness. Liberation beckons us to embrace fear as a catalyst for growth, to transmute its energy into inner strength, and to surrender to the timeless rhythms of existence. In this mindset, we find not only freedom from fear, but a profound connection to the essence of our being, a journey that echoes through the corridors of eternity. Thank you for joining us on this transformative quest. If you found value in this exploration, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more empowering content, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement fuels the growth of our community, and together we can inspire courage and resilience. Until next time, keep transcending fear and embracing the extraordinary possibilities that lie beyond it. Stay fearless, stay inspired,